Broadcasting live from the Albay PIO News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is News at 12. In the local scene, the provincial government of Albay concluded a policy brokering workshop marking the final phase of the Climate Smart Maps project. Stakeholders discussed how participatory mapping and science-based climate data can strengthen local planning and decision-making. The activity emphasized stronger coordination among partner agencies to improve climate resilience. Participants focused on crafting more robust climate-smart adaptation plans for rice farming communities. The initiative aims to build more resilient and climate-smart agricultural communities in Albay. In other story, the Sangguniang Panlalawigan ng Albay approved the establishment of the Albay Literacy Support Program. The program aims to strengthen reading, numeracy, and alternative learning system support across the province. It includes remedial sessions, learning camps, and the development of localized learning materials. Monitoring and evaluation will be conducted using recognized literacy and numeracy assessment tools. The measure also provides teacher training and incentives for literacy tutors, ALS implementers, and community volunteers. In other news, the Albay Provincial Health Office intensified its HIV awareness campaign through the U=U message, emphasizing that undetectable viral loads are untransmittable. The initiative aimed to combat stigma, promote accurate information, and empower residents to make informed health decisions. Mikey Jaya Thea Solomon, Program Coordinator of the National AIDS and STI Prevention and Control Program, discussed the key facts about HIV, early testing, and antiretroviral therapy. The campaign stressed that individuals maintaining an undetectable viral load cannot transmit HIV, highlighting the protective benefits of treatment. Health officials encouraged Albayanos to access free HIV services and share verified information to reduce stigma. The provincial government said protecting oneself is also an act of care for the community. In the national scene, the House of Representatives has approved a resolution mandating full public access to bicameral conference committee deliberations on the General Appropriations Bill. Under House Concurrent Resolution Number 8, all meetings on the national budget must be open to the public, either in person or through digital live streaming. ML Party List Representative Leila De Lima said the move responds to public demands for greater transparency and will help prevent a repeat of irregularities alleged in the 2025 budget process. Lawmakers said the measure supports wider reforms designed to strengthen oversight of appropriations and prioritize community-level programs and essential public services. Representative Zia Alonto Adyong noted the changes are intended to make the budget process more open and participatory. The Senate earlier adopted a parallel resolution to ensure public access to deliberations on the 2026 General Appropriations Act, signaling a broader push for government transparency. In other story, An HIV advocacy group is calling on Filipino families to treat discussions about HIV, AIDS, and sex education as a routine part of household communication, citing urgent needs amid surging infection rates. The organization underscored that the Philippines continues to record the fastest growing HIV epidemic in the Asia-Pacific, with 5,583 new cases reported between July and September 2025, a 22% increase from the same period last year. Health officials have warned of rapidly rising infections among individuals aged 15 to 25 and have recommended declaring HIV a national public health emergency. Advocates noted that many parents in the predominantly Catholic country remain reluctant to address sexual health topics at home, limiting awareness and prevention efforts. The group emphasized the need for a broader cultural shift across both secular and religious communities to address the epidemic effectively. It also encouraged the public to utilize available testing and free treatment services. In other news, the Philippine National Police will deploy more than 70,700 officers nationwide to secure the 2025 holiday season, with operations peaking on December 24 and 31. The PNP said 12,695 personnel will be assigned to places of worship, 7,838 to major thoroughfares, 6,691 to commercial areas, and 6,530 to transportation hubs. Acting PNP Chief Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Nartades Jr. said police presence will be intensified to enable quick response and prevent incidents. He also reminded the public of regulations under Republic Act 7183 on firecrackers and pyrotechnics. The PNP is coordinating with the Land Transportation Office, Metropolitan Manila Development Authority, and local governments to manage holiday traffic. Nartades warned police personnel against misconduct and directed commanders to act swiftly on incidents, stressing that cases left unsolved for more than 36 hours will result in administrative consequences. And in the news outside the country, the U.S. House of Representatives on Wednesday approved a $900 billion defense bill aimed at supporting European security. The legislation comes amid debate over U.S. engagement with NATO and relations with European allies. The 2026 National Defense Authorization Act increases Pentagon funding by $8 billion above the White House request and limits the residents' ability to reduce troops levels, relocate equipment, or adjust NATO missions in Europe. Lawmakers have highlighted that the bill intends to strengthen NATO's northeastern flank and support the Baltic states, reflecting congressional priority on European security. House Speaker Mike Johnson described the bill as a step to ensure U.S. military capability and maintain allied relations. The National Defense Authorization Act now moves to the Senate for consideration. In other story, recent floods and landslides across Southeast Asia were intensified by human-driven climate change, according to a World Weather Attribution analysis. Cyclones Sinyar and Ditwa, which struck Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, and Sri Lanka, were fueled by warmer North Indian Ocean waters. Sea surface temperatures were about 1 degree Celsius higher than they would have been without global warming, increasing heat and moisture and making the storms more severe. The disasters have killed over 1,600 people, with hundreds still missing. Rapid urbanization, high population density, and flood-prone infrastructure worsened the impact, leaving communities highly vulnerable. The combination of climate change and geographic exposure has amplified the human toll and complicated recovery efforts. The events highlight the urgent need for climate resilience and preparedness as extreme weather becomes more frequent and destructive in a warming world. And finally, in the news outside the country, a total of 110 Filipinos living in Thailand's border provinces have been evacuated following renewed clashes between Thai and Cambodian forces. Thai authorities began moving thousands of residents from the border area starting December 7, including the Filipinos. Around 40,000 Filipinos reside in Thailand, with 356 located in border provinces, mostly employed as English teachers. The Thai Ministry of Foreign Affairs convened a meeting with foreign ambassadors and diplomats to coordinate the evacuation process. The clashes are over territorial disputes and have been ongoing since July, with the intensity of fighting escalating in recent days. The ongoing 33rd Southeast Asian Games in Bangkok are unlikely to be affected as the capital is far from the conflict zone. The Philippines' Pencak Silat team was temporarily stranded in Sungkha but was secured by Thai authorities, and all events have now been centralized in Bangkok for the safety of athletes. The Philippine Embassy continues to monitor the situation and maintain coordination with Thai authorities to ensure the safety of Filipinos in the affected border areas. And that's all for the news at 12, December 15, 2025. We'll be back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our news writer, Albay PIO and Naomi Ruth Hernandez. And on the technical side, Chad Bobis, and our Provincial Information Officer OIC Marty Gonzalez. And under the supervision of our Governor, Noel Irusal, I am Greg Hallare. Thank you for subscribing. Albay in my heart.